How do ASVAB score minimums vary across military branches? Imagine preparing for a journey where each destination has its own set of entry requirements. The same idea applies when considering enlistment into different branches of the United States military. The Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, or ASVAB, is the standardized test used to assess a potential recruit's qualifications for various military jobs. But did you know that the minimum scores needed to join can differ significantly from one branch to another? The ASVAB consists of multiple subtests covering areas such as arithmetic reasoning, mathematics knowledge, paragraph comprehension, and word knowledge. The scores from these subtests are combined into a composite score called the Armed Forces Qualification Test Score, or AFT score. This AFT score is the primary factor used to determine eligibility for enlistment. Each branch of the military sets its own minimum AFT score requirements, which can vary based on current recruiting needs and the overall quality of applicants. For example, the United States Army generally requires an AFT score of at least 60%. This means that a recruit must score at or above the 60 percentile on the AFT to be eligible for enlistment in the Army. The United States Navy typically has a minimum AFT score requirement of 55%, although this can sometimes be adjusted based on the number of qualified applicants. The United States Marine Corps often requires a minimum AFT score of 45%, reflecting their focus on specific skill sets and training standards. The United States Air Force generally has a higher threshold, often requiring an AFT score of at least 60%, emphasizing the need for recruits with strong academic aptitude. The United States Coast Guard, which has a smaller recruiting pool, usually requires an AFT score of at least 55%. These minimums are not fixed and can be influenced by factors such as the availability of recruits, the need for specific skills, and changes in recruiting policies. In summary, the minimum AFT scores necessary for enlistment vary across branches, with some requiring scores as low as 45% and others demanding scores of 60% or higher. Understanding these differences can help prospective recruits better prepare and target the branches that align with their test performance and career goals.